So I got a challenge for Christians, right? Can you really say that you are a Bible believing Christian and a Bible following Christian if you never actually have done the things that the Bible says to do? For example, most Christians have never kept the Passover. Most Christians have never kept the Sabbath properly. Most Christians have never participated in Feast of Tabernacles. Most Christians have never done first fruits, Pentecost, trumpets, right? So all of these feast days, which the Bible says to do, and if you claim to be a Bible following Christian, can you really say that you're that if you don't do what the Bible says? So this is my challenge. Give it a try. See how it resonates in your spirit. Now, I'm not coming at y'all hard like a lot of brothers and sisters do. I'm not saying like, oh, you're wicked if you don't. I mean, that's between the Most High and you. But what I am saying is, if you never did it, how can you speak against it? Because most Israelites, we've been where y'all been at. We've been there, done that. We've been in the Christian church and done all of the things that y'all are doing. And we say, oh, we got Jesus and we got the faith, right? We've been there, done that. But most Christians have never done the things that the Israelites have been doing. Y'all have never experienced a feast day. Y'all have never experienced what it's like to try to keep what the Bible actually says. Y'all just do what a lot of the, what I call doctrinaire of Christianity. And which really comes from the church fathers, which most of them, if not all, were not even Israelites. They weren't even the people who the Bible in the book was written for and by. So they interpreted the book how they felt it should be interpreted. These are the same people that interpreted everything. The Egyptian Book of the Dead, the hieroglyphs, they interpreted all of that. So who are they really to say how it should be done? But anyway, I don't want to get too far off in a tangent on that. But again, that's a challenge. If y'all say y'all follow the Bible, follow the Bible. And if you claim to be a Bible follower, can you really say that you are if you've never done some of the things that the Bible says to do? Like even Paul, who a lot of Christians get their understanding of not following what the Bible says, because he says, the law doesn't justify you and there's no Jew agree. All that stuff that Paul says, right? Even Paul himself kept the feast days. We see Peter and the disciples in Acts chapter 2 keeping Pentecost. We see Paul. There'll be music over here. We see Paul keeping Passover. Well, he says he got to make it to Passover in Acts chapter 18. And then we see in Acts chapter 20 that he actually kept the Passover. So we can't say that none of the people after Christ, because a lot of arguments is, oh, well, after Christ died, that was all over and done with. But we see instances where it was still being held and upheld after his death. And then even Christ himself said in Luke chapter 22, he says, do this in remembrance of me, which was the actual Passover when you read that chapter in Luke chapter 22. So again, I'm not trying to be hard. I'm not coming hard on y'all. It's just a challenge. Can you really speak against something you've never really tried to do? To really understand what it is that the Israelite stance is that they have? Because we've been where y'all been at. But most of y'all have never even tried to follow the Bible. Y'all wouldn't even know what it's like to keep a Passover. Y'all know about Easter though, which isn't biblical at all. So that's my challenge, man. I'm not coming hard on y'all. I don't want to, say you're condemned for not doing it. That's between you and the Most High again. But it's just a challenge to give it a try, to see if it's actually something that resonates in your spirit. And that's all that I'm going to say on that.